Alright, how's it going? Welcome to Gamedev stream number 10. Today we'll begin working on the final minigame for Gridle. This minigame is going to be unlocked by applying a party orb to the Archer class. So previously we've done the Knight class, the Miner, the Mage, and now finally we're doing the Archer. Thought I might as well showcase the current minigames that we have. Oops, let me turn down the volume a bit. So we currently have our platformer minigame for the Knight class, where your objective is to reach a goal and defeat as many enemies as you can. And once you reach a goal, you get rewards. Then we have the Mage, which is sort of a minigame sort of inspired by like Tetris and whatnot. But with the we only have a few shapes, and we have this little distribution bonus that you're kind of supposed to get a line of that color. I did change it up a bit since last stream, so now you actually do get at some points from just clearing lines, but you get much more points by actually getting the distribution. So we have that minigame, and then finally we have our mining minigame, which is just a minigame where you walk around the mine as many ores as possible. So that's what we have right now. So my idea for the Archer minigame is so like one of those games where you have targets pop up on the screen and you gotta click them as fast as possible before they disappear, and you get scores based on that, basically. So we'll have a few targets, as well as I think we'll do a target that actually takes away score. So you actually have to avoid certain targets as well. Yeah, so that's my plan for the Archery minigame. And then obviously you get rewards based on your score once the time is up, or once you choose to leave. Alright, so let's get started. We'll create a new scene. Minigame Archery. There we go. Let's set up some basic background, I think. Let's see what the actual background is called. Oh, they're just called layer. Alright. Here, yeah, okay. I think we'll do something like that for now. I think we'll do 25, 20, do minus 20, and minus 25. I think I kind of want him to appear between these mountains. that could work fine. And then perhaps we want to have some sort of edge. Oh, let's actually scale the canvas, of course. Yeah, I think something like this. There we go. So that's the scene sort of done. Now let's set up our targets. Actually, already prepared a couple of targets. Hey Brad, how's it going? Setting up the final minigame for Gridle right now. It's going to be sort of like a archery minigame. Pretty fantastic, thanks. Great to hear. Target, I think we'll start with that one for now. So we gotta do a new folder. We call it archery. Archery minigame. Let's have an archery target. Hold on, I'm getting a phone call. Be back in 2 minutes. Sorry about that. It was a pocket dial. Right, so archery target. Let's start setting that up. Let's begin with a serialized field. We'll do private, low, score. So this is the score that we'll give if you press on the target. Let's also, while we're at it, set up an I pointer down handler, I think. This means we will allow this game object to check for basically mouse down presses on it. Pointer down handler. And I think we need to use the Unity Engine dot event systems maybe for this. Yes, and then we gotta implement on the pointer down. Public void on pointer down, pointer event data. There we go. So we have this. We'll just destroy the game object for now. I think that's it for now. Just keep it like that. I will set up our archery minigame manager. Or do we add? Are we adding minigame in the names? Let me check. Arcade puzzle manager. Mine manager. No, we don't put minigame, the manager name. So let's recreate it. Just Archery Manager, I think. Archery Manager. There we go. We'll make this sort of a singleton so we can access it from any class. Do public static Archery Manager instance. And in our awake method, we'll do, if there's no instance, we set it to this. Otherwise, we destroy this object. And then in our Archer Manager, of course, we want to keep track of the score. So we have a private variable for that. We'll add a public void add score function. We'll set our score to the sum of the previous score plus the score we want to add. Then in here, all we gotta do is Archery Manager instance dot add score. And our score, of course. There we go. So while we're at it, let's set up also the displaying of the score, I guess. So we'll do a tmp.text score text, and we'll have to use TextMesh Pro namespace. And here we'll just do private void display score text.text equals score colon score, I think. And then every time we add to the score, we'll just display score. Same in our awake method. So archery target, have this be a score of 1, I think. Archery manager. And then here we'll add our score to the left side. There we go. I think now we should be able to actually press the targets. To get some score. Let's see. Nope. Nothing happened. Archery target. Score on pointer down. All right, they don't have a. I think they need a collider, of course. Give it a circle collider 2D. See, it's not properly aligned. There we go. Still nothing. I wonder why that is. Let's look it up. Unity on pointer down. Not working. Physics 2D raycaster to the camera, apparently. You need to attach. See if that works. Oh, it did. Great. So that's the basics of the targets done. Now let's make them spawn properly. I did notice that we need to align the targets a bit more, I think. Because I don't want them to appear behind the clouds like this. Or maybe? No, actually, let's keep it that way. I think that's good. And it appears behind the mountains, yeah. Sure, let's keep it like that. Prefabs. Minigames. Archery. So I think this target will be the biggest one. This will also be the one that gives the least amount of points. Now we can have a green target, I think. Which will give, let's have it give 2 points. Do blue target, which gives 3 points. We'll do a gold target, which gives 5 points, I think. And then finally we'll do a bad target, which gives negative points. We'll have this give negative 3 points, I think. There we go. We got a couple targets done. Now let's do the spawner. Target spawner. We have archery targets here, right? Yeah. So what if we give these a rarity as well? So we can use our rarity handler to spawn them. We'll do serialized field, private rarity, and we'll have this derived from iRarity object. And then of course we need a public rarity, get rarity, return rarity. There we go. So our target spawner will need a list of archery targets. All targets. We'll do a private rarity handler. So then we'll do in our wake method, rarity handler equals new rarity handler, all targets. Nope. Need to do a new list of iRarity object, all targets. There we go. Right. Enumerator spawn target, we'll call it. Yeah, it needs to. Yeah. We'll do a private bool should spawn, which will set it true. And here we'll do while we should spawn, we'll do this. Yield, return new wait 4 seconds. We'll do a random value between mean time between spawn. I think I'll do that as a vector actually. Maybe, yeah. So we'll do mean time between spawns x and wait, then it should be time between spawns. Time between spawns dot y. Of course, we have to define that then. Public vector 2 time between spawns. So we'll wait, then we'll get a random object from our rarity handler. Archery target random target equals rarity handler get random object, and we'll parse this to a archery target, of course. And here we'll do instantiate random target dot game object at I think we'll do another function here. Private vector 2 get random spawn position. Vector 2 base spawn equals new vector 2 0f minus 5, I think. And then base spawn dot x will set to random value between -3 and 3. There. We get random spawn position. Quaternion identity, which means no rotation. So I did a lot of stuff here really rapidly, but basically all this is going to do is it's going to wait a random amount of time, and then it's going to spawn a random target based on a rarity distribution at a random position, pretty much. There we go. So we'll give it all the targets. Of course, we need to give these a rarity. Let this be common, epic, legendary, and we'll have this be rare. There we go. Archery manager, all targets. Time between spawns we'll set to minimum will be 0.5, and maximum, or minimum will be 0.25, I think, and maximum will be 1 second. I think we'll do. Now we should see a bunch of targets actually spawning. If we look here. Yes, let's hide our background, and yes, they start spawning. Which is great. Of course, they're not doing anything right now. We want to give these a some physics, of course. We want them to bounce up and then fall down. I think we'll do that in our target script actually. So we'll do using lean tween, I think it's called. No. We're using that. I think we use lean twin in our object. Yeah. Oh, we don't need to import any namespace. Okay. So we'll set a is type. And then in our start method, we'll do, we want to kind of have them bounce up and then fall down again, of course. So I think we'll start by storing our original position. private vector to original position. Original position equals transform dot position. Because we want to go back to that position after we've shot up the target, pretty much. So that's why I'm storing it. Let's see how we did with the OR object. We did this whole function. I think we'll call this, but instead of rotate, we'll do, I think, move. It's just called, yeah. Which is going to be just our transform. And that probably takes a vector, I'm assuming. Yeah, I'm assuming it is. So let's do vector to new position equals a new vector 2 of our original position x value, and we'll do random dot range between, let's see, what would be appropriate value? Minus 2.5. Yeah, I think 2 will be fine, right? That's, there we have a problem, but yeah. Actually, let's set our spawn. Oh, we already do between 3 and minus 3. That's perfect. So we'll do minus 2. I think will be the lowest point. Why is it not showing? Oh, because we're outside of the border, of course, yeah. So 3, and then what? Minus 2, and I guess 4. Let's try that. So minus 2 and 4. So we move, we set the east type to east type, and then we'll do set on complete. We'll call lean twin.move again on our game object, and we'll move back to the original position. And this, the speed we have to, of course, drag up a bit. Or this is the time it takes. So I think let's try, for now, I'm gonna try doing 1 divided by the score. That way, the higher the score, the faster it's going to fly around, pretty much. Set ease. Yeah. And then let's add another on complete, I think. Set ease type, and then here, right? We do store game object. There. So what this whole snippet does is it sends the game object up a bit to a sort of a random position, random height at least. Then it drags it back down, and then it destroys the game object. So let's give this an ease type of ease in out circular, I think. Let's see how that looks. All right, yeah. This is super difficult. For some reason, it's only giving us red and green ones. What's up with that? Oh, that's a yellow one. I saw it. Okay, yeah, so this... let's change the ease type a bit. Ease in out quad. How does that look? I think maybe a sine function. Let's see. No. What about what's ping pong? Oh, that's just like a linear. That's boring. Is in out bounds. Is in out elastic. Oh, this one I kind of like. Yeah, this feels. I think this one is pretty cool. Is in out elastic. Okay, but then it doesn't look like they're affected by gravity. Oh, that was a red one. Okay, is in out elastic. Let's put a pin in that. Is in out back. What does that do? That's also pretty good, I think. Is shake. What does that do? Nothing much, really. It's about animation curve. No, I don't like that. Is in out cubic. Yeah. I think cubic is pretty good as well. That is super difficult. Alright, so let's is in out cubic. Yeah, that's what we had already. Okay. Let's begin. Let's start by changing these distributions a bit. Let's do uncommon for this. We'll do uncommon for this. We'll have this. I think we'll have this be uncommon too, and let's do the yellow one be rare. Because we almost never saw any of these three. It was only green and red ones, pretty much. Also, I think we have to decrease the speed a little bit. So let's try 2 divided by score. I mean, the yellow is almost impossible to hit. I don't... Oh, right. This one, yeah, we're divided by -3. Which is bad, of course. So we gotta do... That's why you will never see it. Math.absolute value of the score. There we go. Yeah, now I got negative points when I pressed it. Right. Let's actually define a speed, I think, inside of these. Set the initial speed, I think we'll do just 1 second. We'll have this one be 1.5. Maybe this 0.75 and this 0.5. Oh. Yeah, I think that's good. So let's add some action text on top of this. Let's see what we have, if we can take anything. Text prefab. How does that look? What is a text prefab? Oh, nothing. Damage text. I think we can copy this. This is from the base game, pretty much. Canvas. It already is a canvas. Great. This has an animation as well, I think. Let's see. Yeah, great. Let's make that a prefab. And we'll do the same. We'll steal the heal text. Wherever that is, here. Prefab, unpack. Positive score text. Oh, not the arcade puzzle. Archery. Here. Great. So let's add a reference to that in our... I guess we'll do it in... Archery Manager, I guess. Or in our archery target. No, we'll do it in the Archery Manager, so we'll pass the transform as well. So here we'll check if the target is not equals to null. We need to add two prefabs. Public game object. Positive score text. Negative score text. We'll do or if score is greater than 0, else. So we'll do instantiate positive score text at the target dot position and quaternion identity. We'll get the text ref, which is my own class pretty much that I attach just a game object that holds a reference to the actual text. We'll do get component text ref. There we go. And we'll do text ref dot set text plus score. And here we'll sort of do the same, but instead with the negative score text. And we'll do minus math.absolute of the score. Archery Manager, we'll drag the negative score text prefab and the positive score text prefab. And now we should see score, those are the prefabs appearing. Yes! Great! Perfect. So let's add a time limit. I think let's add a time limit and do the rewards at the same time, I think. So what we'll do then is we'll have this be a child class of Minigame Manager. And then we need to abstract we need to implement get all rewards. So we'll do private list, drop bundle, I think it is. Get all rewards. Does it need to be override? Get our rewards. Oh, you have to make it be protected. No. Oh, it's public. Okay. There. Let's see, do we need... No, we don't need a list of all the rewards, which is great. So I think here we'll do for integer I equals 0, while I is less than score, and we'll do an integer division by 50, I think. No, let's do 25. I plus plus. So for every 25 points, you get a reward. List of drop bundle. All rewards equals new list of drop bundle. All rewards dot add reward handler get random object. We'll cast that to a drop bundle. There we go. Now, since we made this inherit from Minigame Manager, we got a reward pop-up reference and a potential rewards. Then we need to fill in. So let's go into our Minigame mining. Go into our canvas, and here we have the reward panel prefab. Or I guess we could just drag in the prefab directly. Yeah, let's do that. We have minigames, no. Reward panel, I think it was. Have this under canvas. Yeah, there we go. So let's give this to our Archery Manager. We'll give it the proper rewards, which is the bland chest, the silver chest, and the gold chest. There we go. And then finally, let us add a archery sound player. Have this derived from sound player. I think that's all we'll do for now. But for this one, let's actually copy from another minigame. Archery, paste, archery sound player. And we'll give it all the different pitches. There. So now it's properly derived from the minigame manager. Now we should actually be able to call our get rewards method. But we have to add a time limit first. So let's do that real quick. We'll go under our arcade puzzle manager. I will just copy this line. We have to define a public integer time limit in seconds, as well as a public status slot time left slot, I think. Yeah. Once again, let's just copy that. I think both the time display and the score display from here. Let's see what their actual positions are. minus 75, minus 200. All right. We'll do minus 75, minus 200. There we go. Do score display. Status slot, we'll do 10 minutes time limit. And then here under our leave button, we'll of course call Archery Manager dot session over. There. I think honestly that should do it. Let's see now. So we did every 25 points. Ay. Okay, so now I have 61. Let's get to 75. Oh, I got a fiver. Okay, close it. 1, 2, 3. And we should get sent back. And there we have it already. That's the 4th minigame. The fundamentals of it. Done in less than an hour. That's great. So let's finally, in our Archer, we'll give it... Minigame scene name is minigame_archery. And of course, let's add this to our build settings. Let's see if we can actually get to the minigame now. Yeah. Great. All right, let's add some audio to this. Also, let's add the objective text. We don't have that yet. The objective display. Minus 75. 75. And 0. Minigame objective here. Hit. Target 4 points. Avoid the evil targets. Is that legible? Do I need to up the opacity a bit? I think so. I think we'll do 0.8 for this one, so it's readable. 0.9 even, maybe. There. Let's give it the music player. The game Archery. Oh, did we not get it? Music player, copy. Paste, there. And this should play the Archery Minigames music. Great. Now let us let's find some audio, I think. Let me just open up our little bundle of sound effects. Here we go. Let's see if we can find anything. Maybe actually we can do the same sound, like the wood sound that we did in our arcade minigame for hitting the targets. Let's see, Archery sound player. Let's do some audio clips here. Public audio clip. Hit target sound. We'll do a score. Positive sound, negative sound. I think we'll do that for now. We'll do a public static Archery sound player. Actually, let's not. I think we'll keep it like this, and we'll just, in our Archery Manager, we'll give the reference. Public Archery Sound Player. Sound Player. And here we'll do add score. Play sound. Oh wait. Guess we have to create functions. Hit target. Play sound, hit target sound. Public void. Positive score. Play sound. Positive sound, and public void. Negative score. Play sound. Negative sound. Hit target. And here we'll do positive score, and if the score is negative, we'll do negative score. There we go. So in our sound player, let's see about the wood chopping sound, how that sounds. I think this is the one. Maybe not. I mean, there could probably be some stuff here. There is some medieval fight sounds, right? So we have bow. Yeah, we have a bunch of bow. But about releasing bowstring? No. Shield impacts, spear, stab. Staff hitting, throwing knife. So we have a bunch of drawing bow. Light sword swing, releasing bow. Maybe that one. Let's send that in here, just in case. Let's keep looking. There's the survival audio bundle as well. Bandage. This might also have like bow sounds. Chopping wood. Crafting wooden item. No. Digging. Nope. No. Door open, dragging stone. Drinking, eating. Jump, damage. A ton of footstep sounds. Glass item breaks. Footsteps wood. Oops. Hitting nail. Wood break. Wood impact hard surface. Yeah. none of them are great. I think chopping wood is still like the best one for this. Where do we have those? Chopping wood here. Yeah, I think we'll do one of those for now. And let's also then get sounds for negative and positive points. I don't know, battlefield, bow. Wait, bow sounds, what? We have an entire thing for bow sounds. So arrow impact wood, here. Yeah. Alright, let's do that then. Great. Alright. Fighting, footsteps goes. UI and item sounds. I think we might have some here. Debuff. We have a bunch of debuff. Where we have these. Drink potion. Oh, it's very loud. Alright, let's I think we'll stick with just a hit sound for now. Arrow impact wood. There. Oh, we're getting some null reference exceptions, of course. Still some problems. Why? Oh, we haven't given it a reference to the sound player, of course. There. Let's actually do another sound. Break sound. We'll play that as well. Because I still like that, like the wood chopping sound. Chopping wood number 6, I think it was. No? 5 maybe then? Let's see. Yeah, let's keep it like that. Right. Now another thing I kind of want to do is I want these objects to break, if that makes sense. I want them to kind of split into pieces and fall to the ground instead of just disappearing. I think that would be better. So let's set up a script for that. breakable object. But once again, I think that would be doable with a shader. I just have to figure that out. Yeah, probably. I'll have to figure that out some easier way. Because doing it with a script feels not great. Alright, so let's see what else needs to be done here. Let's go into the scene. Open up the game scene. Go to the Archery Minigame. Oh, wait, let's do this thingy. Mage frame. Let's add this to our archery minigame, of course. Paste. Now these, the left side and the right side, let's actually make these be game objects in the scene instead. Set this to be left side. Something like this. We'll do right side. 7.5. There. There we go. So we have a... what do we have? What kind of animations can we mess around with? Attack does nothing, okay. A shot, yeah, shot is what we need. The shot also has a... I think that also has a... yeah, it does deal damage. So let's do... we have platformer attack, arcade input, archery attack. So we'll copy the stuff from the shot animation, put it in the archery attack. And there we go. To create a new trigger, archery attack, do the transition here, no exit time, no transition duration. The condition is if the archery attack trigger happens, and then we'll transition back to idle with an exit time of 1. Then here we'll do... I guess we'll do that here as well. Mater dot set trigger archery attack. There. So now he should actually animate. Oh, let's. Is there any way I can disable the audio by default? I guess here. Does that work? No, it's because the settings audio is high. But yeah, screw it. He should animate at least. Nope, we forgot to give it the reference. Let's see, character. There. Now he should animate when we hit the target. Yeah. Let's speed this up a little bit. The animation, let's double the speed, see how that looks. Yeah, I think that's fine. So that is pretty much the last minigame done. I honestly didn't think it would go that fast to implement this last minigame. Let's see what I have on my planning board, if I have anything else that we can do this stream. Add multiple enemies, support classes. Honestly, I'm not too sure if there's anything we can get started on this stream. Let's oh wait, why is this in scenes? That's no good. Get that in animations. There we go. Let's see. Let's just mess around a little bit and see if there's any problems that we find. Let's break the click veil now. Cursor. Oh, they died. No. Let's do 3 archers. Still a little rebirth. Let's see, we have the time warping. 10 mil, that's a lot of rebirth points. Let's get that one. $75K, we can still get here. Oh, we can actually get a party dummy. That's cool. Let's get that. Oh, and we cannot afford anything else. Alright, but the party dummy is really good. Can we get anything else? Some more XP earnings. Oh, we can get upgraded dimension slash. Damaging a double. Yeah, so now if we deal at least 1.5 times an enemy's health, we get 2 progress. To the level, basically. And we have party dummy, who tanks 1 hit. And we're dealing 0 damage. Excuse me? Why is that? Hello? Can you deal some damage, dude? That's no good. So that's a bug. That's most likely has to do with... I did a lot of rewrites on the stats and controllers yesterday. So let's see. We have the Knight controller. Let's actually close down some of these scripts. Alright. So we do get effective health. No, that's not what we do. We have our attack. Get effective damage here. Knight stats.instance, get damage. That's all we're doing. No, wait. Get effective damage, and then we call the base damage. Times the lone rider molt. Okay. Is times 1 here. Okay. Yeah. So that's just if it's the only class in the party. Is this what is this? Default 1. Okay, that's good. Huh. But then it's gotta be in our get damage, which is min damage times max, or random between min and max, times skill damage mult. That's set to 1, which is good. It's gotta be the fact that our min damage is minus 1/2, which is no good, of course. But have this be 1 as well. Actually, get damage. I mean, we could do float damage equals all of this, and then we'll do return math dot max between the damage and 1, meaning we'll always deal at least 1 damage. We can never deal 0 damage. So let's see. Yeah, I think that was the best way to do it. 2, 2, okay. 2, 2. Not sure why it's between 0 and 2 though. Because this max damage is 1 at the start. Skill damage mult, no. Oh right, it's because of the lone rider thingy that we're dealing double damage pretty much. Yeah. So now we have 20, we'll have between 25 and 50. Yeah, that's from the lone rider multiplier. Okay, that makes sense then. We have a 125% boost on the health from the party orb. And the boost item we have no boost from. 23. So what if we boost this a little bit to 37? His max health does not go up. Does he need to take damage for that to apply? Like if I upgrade it once, the max health, then it is actually applied. Let's see. Got a night controller, and we have our little on max health changed, right? Yeah. What about party boosts? No? Class boosts. Okay. Here. Do we have anything? No. Like if we have a callback for this, we do not. Get boost class here. So what if we do this then? We do public delegate void class boosted, public class boosted on night boost, and we'll do this for all of our 4 classes. On archer boost, mage boost, and on miner boost. There we go. And wait. What if we directly go into our night stats? Increase health, set max health, on max health changed. What if we do this? Public void. Force call max health changed. On max health changed. Dot invoke this dot max health. We do that. Then we don't need these callbacks. And instead, we just do boost class. If night stats dot party class. Does it not have? Oh, instance, of course. Equals our party class, meaning we boosted the night. Then we just do night stats instance force call max health changed. That should do it. Now let's see. 32, let's upgrade this to 980. And we give this and 997. Yeah. Great. So now that little bug is fixed. Alright, wait, I just realized I can right click the dummy, the party dummy, to get to the magic cursor upgrades. Huh. It's interesting. Right. So another problem is the party dummy is super OP right now. Having him tank 1 hit is fine, right? But when you max out that knowledge, he can tank 4 hits, no matter how much damage they actually deal. Which is super OP. So let's see, we had I think it's called Party Veil, yeah, it is. Adds a dummy to the front of your party. I can tank 1 hit. So I think we'll do... Party dummy can now take 2 hits. I don't think we'll do that. Instead we'll do... Party dummy... now has a 10% chance to survive the first hit and tank another. To survive a hit and can then tank another. And then we'll do party dummy survival chance increase to 20% and we'll do party dummy survival chance increased to 40%. And we'll change the short description as well. This is the description that pops up when you like quick buy knowledge. There. So instead here we'll have this be 0.1. Or this will be 0.1 of course. 0.05 or something. 0.4. Actually, let's set this to 0. And let's see how we actually apply this. We have the party veil. Set party veil. Pass it. We gotta pass it with the real argument. This will take now a float. And the default value will be -1. This is giving us errors, of course, because party veil is an integer. We'll set it to a float. Party veil survival chance. Do 0 means as dummy with 0 survival chance. Void party veil does not exist. Oh, right. Survival chance. This will replace with a float. And we'll see where we're calling this. Max health here. Right. So get party veil. If it's greater than -0.1, then we'll set the dummy to true. Or we spawn it, of course. And then here instead we'll do damage. He will always have a health of 1. So that the max health will be 1. Health equals max health. And then we do if random.range between 0 and 1 is less than global stats dot instance get party veil. Then we'll return 0. I think it is. I think that's all we'll do, right? Otherwise, we'll set help to 0. We'll hide the game object and return 1. I think that's it. Another party dummy should, instead of tanking X amount of hits, he will always tank 1, and then he has a small chance to survive a hit. Which I think will be much more balanced. So let's give ourselves some money so we can test this. There we go. Now we have 5 quadrillion rebirth points. Alright, let's see. How does it look? Party dummy now has a 10% chance to survive a hit and can then tank another. Party dummy survival chance increased to 20%. Party dummy survival chance increased to 40%. And then we party dummy 10%, 20% survival, 40%. We start a new run and let's see. So there he died. There he survived. There, he survived. There, he died. Let's speed it up. Glad you like them. Right, so let's see how he does against the boss now. He survived. Yeah, I think this is much better. Ay, we died. Let's try with an archer. Oh. I see an Amogus in the background with a cowboy hat. It's not a cowboy hat, actually. It's a straw hat from One Piece. But yeah, he is wearing a hat. Alright, I think the Lone Rider knowledge might be a bit too OP as well. Like what does that do when it's max? By additional, so 25, 25, 25, 25, 20. It's 150% increase to both the attack speed and the damage. So what does that mean? It's an effective 300% boost to the DPS, I guess. And I mean that is equivalent to having a full party of archers. So I guess it's not too bad, maybe. Because then you can... We are almost at the point where we can unlock... I think we did get... Or no, we didn't. Nah, we didn't get it. The party expansion. Let's do that. There we go. Full party slots. Let's get the minor charge. And I mean, let's get a ton of these money earnings. How many can we get? There we go. Skill cooldown reduction. We need a ton of XP earnings, I realized, for the party slots. There, we almost have everything now. Let's start a new run. And now, yes, now we have these little arrows because now we have can have 8 party members. Let's see. Speed it up. This was such a nice feature. So this is basically like this knowledge that I bought. Time warping. First one gives you ability to 2x speed, 3x, 4x, and 5x. So that way you can like, yeah, speed up this slow start after rebirthing. Let's get some archers. Actually, let's get a miner because he can mine for XP now. And then we can... the click veil. I forgot that kind of messes up the minor charge. But yeah, let's keep it like this. Let's upgrade our miner a ton. There we go. Attack speed is max. Now he's just going ham. And yeah, he's mining a lot of XP. Night. And now we should be able to actually... Oh, we can't afford it yet. Yikes, we need a lot of money and XP for that. see here. Level 21. Come on. How about the skills? Let's get some of these. The skills I need to rework, I think. They've kind of been put on the back burner for a bit. Let's auto-cast both of the minor skills. Actually, I think we'll go back a little bit. Let's go, or no, let's stay here. But let's assign some more minors. Maybe we can then put an archer in the front. Yeah, we can because of the party dummy. Like he tanks enough hits that the archer never gets touched. So now we can farm a ton of money and gold, or money and gold, money and XP. Come on. Yeah, I'm noticing the XP earnings are not that great in comparison to the money earnings, but they're not really balanced. I need to I definitely need to drag this down a bit, the requirement, because now we have billions but we only have a couple 100k XP. Yeah, let's do that while we're at it. Purchase, let's remove an entire 0 from that. What's this? That's 25 mil, right? Let's do something like that. Purchase new. Purchase new. There. Cut off some XP requirement for all of them. There we go. Now we have 100k and then 100 mil. I mean, that's more fine, honestly. Why are these different? That's weird. I'm not sure why these guys have different earnings. That should not be the case. Oh, it's like different every time I check him. What? Why? Let's see why that is. Minor controller. Why do you have different stats every time? Oh, we're doing the crit chance in the get effective damage, I think. Gold, get bonus power, get boost. If additional minors, I get minor stack. Gold times lone rider mode charge. Added gold. Get level scale. Get money. No. What? 11 manager. Don't get money. Is that a random function maybe? Level man. Yeah, I think it is. I think that might be why. Get money. Yes, we add some randomness. That's why. Okay. I mean, that's not too bad, honestly. But one thing I didn't notice, it's saying damage, right? Yeah, damage. Let's change that. Minor controller. Here, display info. Get attack as string. So we'll do dot replace damage with gold. Then it should say gold instead for the minor. There we go. Wait. Health? Oh, the minor has... Health should be above it. I think, right? That's how we're doing the other ones. No, still attack. Hold on, let's check how we did the enemies. Because I want to keep it consistent. The enemy has health and then damage. Yeah, so then it's the mage we also got to change. Get health first. What about the knight? That one's correct. And archer is correct as well, yeah. Health, health. Yeah. Let's play the platform minigame some more. Here we go. While we're at it, I mean, yeah, there wasn't much else that I came up with to do. So let's fix up the platform minigame a bit. Because right now we always have the same spawn position and the same goal position. So let's do that. Let's close all of these. We'll do public. Public list of game objects, I think. So we'll just clone the goal several times. Possible goals. There seems to be some issues with the my VS Code, I'm noticing. Let me restart it. There we go. Now we should be able to, yeah. I think it's better. Alright. So in our possible goals, let's do private void initialize level. We'll do for each game object goal. Goal in possible goals. Goal.set active false, and then we'll set one random to active. Possible goals, we'll index it with random.range between 0 and possible goals.count. Set active to true. Call that initialize level in the awake method. Void start there. Enemies. Do possible enemies. Oh, didn't. I wanna center that around 0, of course. Possible enemies. So if we do it this way, that will allow us to always see all the different combinations of goals and enemies. So this position obviously is not good. We don't want it here. It's too close to the player. Maybe put it here. No. No. Let's put it there. Could be one possible goal. There we go. Also, while we're at it, I think we wanna draw up the level a little bit more. Let's do some more little platforms like this. Also, I wanna fix these ledges that you can get stuck on. There we go. Alright. Now I have a little bit larger level, I think. Let's take this goal and move it around a bit then. Something like that. Now I have at least a couple of different goals. There we go. Let's do something similar to the enemies. Enemies. For each game object. Enemy in possible enemies. Enemy dot set active if random dot range between 0 and 1 smaller than 0.5, meaning there's a 50% chance of each enemy being enabled, pretty much. So it's populated with some more enemies then. Actually, I just realized we could, we don't need to do lists for this. We can just give the reference to the parent object. With the public transform goals holder. And we'll do the same. Transform enemies holder. And then we'll just loop through the goals holder. Goal dot game object set active false. Integer. Oh wait. List game object possible goals equals new list. We still have to create like an internal list for this. Goal game object. There we go. And then we just gotta give a reference to the goals holder and the enemies holder. There. Now it should randomize it a bit. Possible enemies. Yep, we have all been pretty much randomized, and the goal is there. Showed me one. Yeah, it is. Now let's update our number of enemies as well then. Here, total number of enemies. Bool should be active. We'll set random range 1f smaller than 0.5. If should be active. Total number of enemies plus plus, and we set to should be active. Then this should be updated. If we just do Update how update progress text. No, this should be fine. That should work, I think. Yeah, 0 to 16. Oh, hold on. Getting a call again. Sorry about that. But yeah, the platforming minigame works fine. The only issue right now is the enemy AI is kind of wacky. Like they walk down a pit. They don't really jump. They don't have to. So they're quite easy to just trick. See if we can find the goal. Oh, oof. One. Oh, there's the goal. Oh, and we could not touch it. Why? Like it's not. Hello, Mr. Gold. On trigger class. Ooh, right. We still have a reference here to the goal. That's no good. We'll have to do right here. Goal.onTrigger object hit goal. We'll have to do this, right? Game object chosen goal equals possible goals like this. We'll do chosen goal dot set active, and we'll do. Is this the only place we use goal? I think so. Chosen goal dot get component on trigger class. There we go. Now it should work. Hopefully. Let's go again. Let's see if it... Oh, we can't... Can we make this jump? Ah, we can. Aye. There we go. And we got our rewards. And we're back in the main game. And our miners are working hard. Great. I think I'm pretty happy with this for this stream, honestly. Like we pretty much finished the Archery Minigame, which is the last one. Yeah. Yeah. So we got that done pretty much in one stream. Less than like a half a stream. And then we did... What did we do? We rebalanced the party dummy. We fixed some bug. Can't remember exactly what it was. Oh, there was some issues with the minor stats and whatnot. And then we kind of finished up the platformer minigame. So now pretty much the minigame feature is done. There's of course a couple of juice stuff that I want to add. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with this. This is like been the core feature that we've been working on for all of these 10 streams, pretty much. So probably on Monday we'll do some cleanup, some like final juice and whatnot to the minigames. And then I think we can move on to the next big feature in the game, which I'm really excited about. Right, so if you've enjoyed the stream, make sure to wishlist Gridle on Steam. This is the game that we've been working on for all of the streams thus far. It's an incremental game where you manage a party to fight waves of enemies for you. And what we've been doing is just a couple of minigames that you can play while your party is grinding, pretty much. So it's out on Steam. Hopefully the release will be around the end of this year. Hopefully as well there will be a demo available for the upcoming Steam Next Fest, which I think is in October, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, release will most likely be at the end of this year, which I'm really excited about. Right, so the next stream should be on Monday. Yeah, and I'll wish you all a very nice weekend, and I'll hopefully see you all then.